let's watch in slow motion. Pretty good turn, and the dreaded over the top move and the pop-up. Let's get into that setup. There we go. Pretty good to there. And he gets up to here, and the right elbow is going to push him over the top. Right there. Club face going outside the line, way above the plane, and then it snaps up a little bit. We've got to get people to drop in on the plane. I'm going to play this once in slow motion. See a lot of movement in there. Then I'm going to play it again in fast motion. See how quick it is. We've got to get this guy to slow down a little bit here. Get a little more rhythm out of the swing. So we get rid of this jerking the club back to the top. So we're going to go back to the top. Try to go nice and smooth. See, he's staying on plane pretty nicely. Good up there. Right elbow's flying a little bit. Drops the club back in on plane. He's in a good position right there. And then he just sort of drops down instead of turns through it. And never gets his weight transferred forward. See where the right knee is there? That needs to turn to the other leg. So he shows me his spikes. Okay, looking at the setup position, I like to see the hands a little further forward. We want to make sure the hands are somewhere in that line instead of so far back, so we get a better tilt to the shoulders. So let's go ahead and watch it in slow motion, see what happens here. A little bit of lifting and a collapsing right there. A lot of movement and pulling the arms back in. Pretty aggressive turn, though. What we want to see, though, is as she comes back to about here, see how she's starting to stand up right away? And then the arms pull right in close to the body. We want the arm straight, not bent. And she's going to come down to her impact position. And both elbows are separated. The hands aren't apart and long. We want the arms long. We want to feel like the club is as far away from your head as it's going to get. Pull in. Pretty aggressive turn, though. Lots of things are doing well. We just need to get those arms long. Once again, slow motion. I think we'd like to try to get this golfer to do is go to a more natural golf style movement where we focus on just folding and unfolding the right arm, keeping the left arm nice and straight. See how right, as he comes into here, how close to his head the hands get. We don't want this arm to bend past 90 degrees. So he doesn't need to bend it that much to get power. He can be a little bit more like Mo Norman, just fold and unfold the right arm, focus on then driving the club back down to the golf ball with the right arm. So he has trouble transferring his weight. So when we get the weight to go forward, a little more natural golf style swing, I think he'll be a better golfer. Here's our late Saturday afternoon session. Really nice posture here. Maybe a little bit more tilting of the hips. You can see the belt's a little bit flat, but he is trying to bend from the hips, not from the waist. Hands are in pretty good shape. Let's go ahead and draw in the swing plane. Let's just watch this in slow motion. What we see is a couple of things. We see too much rotation of the club on the way back, and what we'll see is a lifting of the left arm when he does that. Watch this. Watch the left arm come into view. See that right there? That tells you that he's over-rotating the arms. He's got the club well below the swing plane. Hands are above the swing plane. Shoulder hasn't turned very much. The club has gone through 90 degrees of his arc. His shoulders have probably turned 15 to 20 degrees. And he's going to come and really lay it off behind him a lot. Then he's going to come up to the top. And about up in here somewhere, he's going to kind of let go of the club. See that? Look at his hand there. It's almost completely let go of the club, the right hand. He's losing connection. He is keeping his left hand nice and flat. Then we're going to turn into the shot, over the top a little bit, pull up out of his spine angle. See that? He's popping right up out of the spine angle. That's using good hand-eye coordination in order to hit the ball. We're just going to work on keeping that a little more intact. Okay, we just saw the practice swing from face on. Now let's watch the real swing. Can you see a difference? The main difference I see is right there, where he's held onto the club, hasn't released it at all. His right hand is still under the club, hasn't rotated into the shot. He's finishing not with his belly button forward, but with his head forward. And the right hand is still underneath the golf club, rotated all the way around it.